Earlier we have learned about making a model view set in our Django, and now we will be basically working on how to make an endpoint so that we can invoke that model view set. So inside our API app, create a file known as urls.py, and here I have add this code snippet. Now let me go through line by line to explain you. So basically what happens is model view set is already a built-in class kind of a thing which is given to you, and and it automatically exposes some of the endpoints like get, put, post, and delete. So we need a special kind of a class to make the endpoints automatically out of it, right? So which are known as routers. So we need to first of all import rest framework.routers, import simple router, right? And we need to also have the which model we said we want to expose, and then we need to instantiate that simple router. And now, so we need to register this view set to an endpoint. Suppose to slash to do this view set should work, right? So for that we have to write router dot register, and I have written blank over here. There's a reason for that, because my app contains only one model and there's only one view set, so I'm using blank. And why blank over here, you'll get to know in a few due course of time. And now, as you know, what is the URL pattern we have discussed in previous tutorials, we need to just add the URLs from this routers to this URL patterns using this shorthand notation. Now this will make the URL patterns normally as we did in web case. Now, as this file is only restricted to this API app, these URLs are not the main URLs of Django project. We need to go to urls.py of Django project, and here I need to add a path, right, as we did in case of Django web. Now here I need to create an endpoint to do. Now to do, now corresponding to do, it will go to api.urls, right? And inside api.urls, if you see on blank, it will route it to model view set. That's why I use blank, because I have already added to do beforehand only, right? Okay, so this is like this, and we need to save it now. Guys, I have added this include using this. You also need to import it. By default, it doesn't comes. Okay, and now we need to just run our server. Our server is running. Now let's go to this and try to first hit the this uh, slash only. Now on hitting slash, you'll see it's saying that we have two endpoints. One is admin, one is to as, and you know we have worked for to application. Then we need to write to over here and slash up by mistake added to. Now if you are able to see this page, that means you have correctly made it your to REST API. Now by default, Django gives us this beautiful page where we can perform tasks. Suppose I want to create a task, A, B, C, and currently it should not be in a done state. Let me post it. So you see my one task is created. See, ABC. If I create task another, task 2, you see, if I do post, it's created. Now if I do get call, see, you can see on doing get call on slash to do, it give me list of tasks which are already created over there, right? That's how it works. And suppose if I want to update any task, I can change the, you can see over here, and you can also use this raw form. So basically you need to provide your this endpoint now to your mobile developer, and then he will be able to indicate all the endpoints. Here's the full description. What all methods are allowed: get, put, post, delete. So basically get is used to if I use a slash that means, so this, if I use only this, like if I use only this get, then it will only list all the unspent. If I add, suppose, over one over here and then slash, it will give me specific object, right? That is a more specific get request. And this is the post request which we're doing. So it provides an HTML form also in this. So that's how, guys, we have created our very first basic Django REST APIs, and you can give it to any of your developer, mobile developer, web developer. They will be able to indicate it happily, and you see everything is passed in form of JSON. Thank you, guys. Keep on watching us.